Senator Ravalia.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Honourable Senators, I rise today in support of Bill S-215, an act respecting National Immigration Month, recently reintroduced to this Parliament by my dear friend Senator Amina Gerber. Thank you for your initiative and commitment in this regard. Colleagues, I thank you for the opportunity to speak with you today about something that is deeply personal and profoundly Canadian: the value of being an immigrant in this remarkable country. I stand before you today not only as a Canadian, but as someone who chose this country and in turn was chosen by it. For me, this has created a powerful bond, one built on hope, responsibility, and a shared purpose. This bill provides an opportunity to formally recognize the immense contributions immigrants have made to our country, while also reflecting on the complexities and challenges that have shaped our immigration history. It invites us to acknowledge the obstacles that many immigrants continue to face and to celebrate the indispensable role they play in enriching Canada's social, cultural, and economic fabric. At its core, the bill reflects the values that define Canada: resilience, inclusivity, and a recognition that immigration has been a driving force in shaping our nation's identity and success. By establishing National Immigration Month, we reaffirm that the strength of our country lies in the diversity and dynamism that immigrants bring to our communities. My own journey in Canada in 1984 from Zimbabwe, formerly Rhodesia, was shaped by the harsh realities of political volatility and racial and tribal tensions. Immigration for me and many others was the path to hope and new beginnings. But the journey of immigration is not always easy. Immigrants often arrive with credentials that are not recognized, dreams that seem delayed, and the emotional weight of leaving family and friends behind. There are moments of loneliness, of doubt, of questioning whether the sacrifice was worth it. But within that struggle, there's also a source of strength. It teaches pliability, and it cultivates humility. For many immigrants, when you've lived without safety, healthcare, freedom, or opportunity, those are aspects of life that are never taken for granted. And on arriving here, you fight to protect these seminal features and foundations of this country. Your ability to contribute is both urgent and reflects gratitude. As a rural family doctor in Toolingate, Newfoundland and Labrador, I witnessed firsthand how vital immigrants are to sustaining and transforming local communities. When I first arrived, Toolingate, this generous and loving community, embraced my skills, and I was welcomed with warmth and gratitude. It was this sense of belonging that compelled me to build my life there. I will forever be grateful to my community for shaping my ideas and ideals, and for embedding in me the Newfoundland values of altruism, kindness, and spirituality. Newfoundland and Labrador, with its vast remote landscapes, has always faced economic and population challenges. Immigrants have been and continue to be instrumental in addressing these issues. Our immigrants have contributed in essential roles, including healthcare, academia, entrepreneurship, and working in critical industries like agriculture and our fishery. Historically, the province has been shaped by waves of migration, including the Norse at Lancer Meadows on the Northern Peninsula, the Irish, English, and French settlers who built thriving fishing communities, and the Mennonite community that made a significant contribution to Labrador. Today's immigrants continue that legacy, revitalizing shrinking communities and contributing to the cultural and economic vibrancy of my province. The cultural tapestry of my province continues to amplify and grow. Most recently, my province has recognized the ongoing importance of immigration through its 2022 population growth strategy, which focuses on attracting newcomers to address labor shortages and support economic growth. Its goals are to attract and retain 5,100 newcomers annually by 2026. The strategy places emphasis on attracting skilled workers, international students, and entrepreneurs with the hope that they will settle permanently in our province. While immigration is vital to our future, we must also confront the more challenging aspects of our immigration history, including policies like the Chinese head tax and the exclusion of Jewish refugees during World War II. Those serve as painful reminders that Canada's immigration system has not always lived up to the ideals of inclusivity. These examples are critical for us to remember. They must motivate us to ensure that the mistakes of the past are not repeated. Bill S-215 is important because it continues to recognize that immigrants have made a significant contribution and affords all Canadians to reflect on the broader historical and cultural significance of immigration. National Immigration Month will offer us the opportunity to acknowledge both the positive and challenging aspects of immigration, as well as the benefits that have come through the years. I proudly support this bill to ensure that the stories and contributions of immigrants continue to be honored and celebrated for years to come. Colleagues, let me conclude by quoting Her Excellency, the former Governor-General Adrienne Clarkson, from her induction speech in 1999. And I quote, "As John Ralston Saul has written, the central quality of the Canadian state is its complexity. It is a strength and not a weakness that we are a permanently incomplete experiment built on a triangular foundation: Aboriginal, Francophone, and Anglophone." She continues, "It is an old experiment, complex and in worldly terms, largely successful. Stumbling through darkness and racing through light, we have persisted in the creation of a Canadian civilization." To continue with the quote, she says, "There seem to be two kinds of societies in the world today. Perhaps there have always been only two kinds: punishing societies and forgiving societies. A society like Canada's, with its 4 centuries of give and take, compromise and acceptance, wrongdoing and redress, is basically a forgiving society. We must try to forgive what is past." Close quotation. Thank you. Merci. Miigwech.